Casio has always stuck to their design ethos of making watches that not only look complicated but are also highly functional. Be it the G-Shocks for their ruggedness or the edifice for their complicated profiles, Casio has definitely carved out a niche for itself. They are not only good with playing with electronics, but they've also done things that are mechanically right. Let's put that into perspective with their recent popular launches like the EFB chronograph and the Casio SNXS. While the Enticer collection also has watches like the Casio Datejust and the MTP VD01D. One such watch that falls under the Enticer lineage is the MTD 135D, and that's what I am here to review today. Hey guys, if you don't know me, I am Siddharth and this is your Watch Club. If you want some taste of authentic reviews, this is where you come. So the watches that you see here are very carefully curated, so you may like some of them, you may not like some of them, but they are worth covering. So here you have it, the enticing Casio MTD 135D. While this one made its way only a few months ago, Casios have come out with a fearless nature in their watches as they are looking more and more like Seikos. On one hand, this is the edifice watch that is hard to differentiate from the SNXS, while on the other side, you have this MTD that looks a lot like the 5 Sports Automatic. But my inclination was towards this green goblin and this duality of white with blue. The green seems to catch my attention instantly as this 42mm dial with 9.3mm thickness is absolutely pristine. While the size may be a little larger than usual, this one weighs 126 grams, which is sheepishly alright. The bezel in green almost reminds me of an Alba automatic, although this one is non-rotatable, so no action here. The fall Lume pip is a nice way to indicate the affordability that goes with this one. So is it just aesthetics then? And while you ponder on that, the dial has diagonally slat lines to vent out a denim-like pattern on this instance. This design cue does accentuate the richness on this one while being magnified by the circular and flagged R markers. The best variant in my opinion is this bipolar design where a white dial sits beside this blue bezel, as this one is really beautiful. The skeletonized sword-shaped hands do their rounds as time passes by while reeling in the slanted date window at 4, which is huge. Is this another gimmick of applying Seikos design, but in a positive way? And believe me when I say that the lume on the hands and indices is going to melt your eyeballs in the dark, as this one is not going anywhere for the next 10 years. As you can see, the elements inside the dial are larger than usual, which subtly undermines the size of this one. While all of that is visible through a flat out mirror glass that is in the same dimension as this bezel. The construction went smoothly as this case is carved out of stainless steel with a mix of shiny polish and brushed finish. And while designing this one, the crown was swiftly placed at 4, which was a no-brainer as the designers could predict where this was going. The crown can be conveniently captured as the contours on the underside are a great design element to grab it in one go. A single pull of the crown will enable you to change the date, while the farthest pull will help you change the wheels of time. There is literally nothing on this stainless steel case back except for a tiny bit of important information that this one uses a Quartz 5340 caliber from Casio. Needless to say that it is made in Japan and the battery can last up to 3 years while performing with an accuracy of plus minus 20 seconds a month. The stainless steel strap is utter disappointment as it will grab your hairlines by the kilos even before you put it on your wrist. A mix of polish on the strap lets out an effect that intrigues no one, while a bit more weight could have been added to make this one special. Well, it is an ego booster because you could never get your hands on a Seiko design for just 8,000 rupees. For less than $100, what else would you want? Let's look at the competition, as first blood is drawn by Alba automatic watches, which are inherently Seiko designs, and its automatic nature propels it in front of many others. The Timex Quartz is another set of micro-sized watches, as this soon turns out to be a battle of who has the uglier straps. Limping on the sidelines is this Citizen Quartz in a Rado type look, which you could choose purely for the label. Casio obviously has a few missiles to fire with this EFB 150CL and the EFB 109D if you have a slightly flexible budget. Watchstocks are making a dream run while we talk about this price point, as the amphibias are going on an all-out battle. and Boderi Voyager has been a reliable automatic watch in the past, which is inching towards glory. And the Casio might stun you on the design aspect of things, but believe me, that's a bomb of a watch. And if you want to catch the micro brand express, do it by all means, but you know how it is. Well, I think Casio has done one right thing here, which is to nail down the design with the hammer called affordability. It's not a bad practice to get inspired if you execute it correctly. While I have been vocal about the misses, there are obviously a few good aspects about this watch. A sturdy, reliable watch with an awesome design and nice colorways sets this one apart from all the adversaries. And this white dial has my heart. If I were to overanalyze this sequence, I think this watch is an important cog in the wheel called Casio. Hence, I would rate this one 9 out of 10 because this is a result of subdued excitement. So let me figure out which one of these I want to keep. And until then, what are you wearing today?